Welcome to DMAXUS. Thanks for being here. No extra talk, just pure storytelling. Let's begin today's movie short steal.
In the opening scene, we are introduced to a sports fighter, Eric Carson, who has recently won a match. The fight seems to have been a tough one, evidenced by the bruises on his face. Afterward, he gets a ride to a strip club from his two reporter friends, Judith and Marianne. Through their conversation, we learn that the three of them are searching for Eric's brother Roy, who has been on the run for dead. The two girls decide to check out the place, but Eric stops them. He decides to go alone, claiming that delicate flowers like them should not be exposed to such an environment. What a brave sacrifice Eric is making. Upon entering the club, Eric asks the bartender about his brother and learns that Roy has been visiting the club every night for the last 2 weeks. Turns out that he had been eyeing a stripper named Eliana. With this information in hand, Eric keeps a close eye on the stripper and even follows her to the parking lot after her performance. There, Eliana is approached by a rich folk who wishes to make out with her. However, she rejects his advances just like she has been doing for the past 2 weeks. But when the guy tries to force upon her this time, she punches him in his head, resulting in his immediate demise. Hell hath no fury like a stripper's wrath. Eric, who is watching all of this from a distance, is left in shock and worries that his brother might have ended up with the same fate. Following this, Eliana loads the dead body in her car and drives away. Determined to uncover the truth, Eric rushes back to his friends and tells them everything that he saw. The group then tails Eliana, and they soon spot her driving into a gated property in the forest. Despite their initial hesitance, the trio decides to make their way inside to search for Roy. Meanwhile, Eliana delivers the body to the property owner Pack. Upon seeing the corpse inside her car, Pack complains that they needed a female body, but she just tells him not to worry, as she has been followed by some people from the club, who they can hunt down. Simultaneously, Eric and his friends sneak inside the gate and head towards a creepy-looking place. As they venture a bit deeper, they start feeling nervous, so Judith suggests that they wait until daylight. For a moment, Mary believes that she's right, but just as they prepare to leave, something strikes her mind. She recognizes that the property was once an asylum, owned by a doctor from Hong Kong, until it was set on fire by a patient in the year 1928. How did she just remember that? According to her, the doctor used to treat the crazies with a combination of ancient Chinese herbs and white powder maw. Before Mary can explain more, she's suddenly attacked and taken away by a strange manimal, a combination of a mountain lion and a hyena. Terrified, Judith urges that they run away, but Eric refuses, claiming that they can't abandon her. Eric, what part of mountain lion hyena combo did you not see? After this, Eric and Judith navigate through the woods and eventually come across a castle-like structure. They cautiously make their way inside, but end up getting captured by a pig man, Gallagher, and the earlier hyena man, Pee-wee. These manimals confine the duo inside a cage and walk away without answering any of their questions. They then head to another room where Dr. Moreau is seen dissecting the body brought by Eliana. Here, it is revealed that all of these manimals are the results of Dr. Moreau's scientific experiments. While he is working on the dead body, Mary, who is restrained in a corner, pleads to be let go. She promises not to disclose any information about him or his hideout. However, the doctor knows that she is a reporter, so he does not believe that she will be able to keep her promise. Upon examining the corpse for a while, Dr. Moreau concludes that it's infected with yellow fever, and as a result, it can't be used for transplants. Pee-wee, who is the one requiring the transplant, goes mad upon hearing this and turns against the doctor in anger. In a desperate attempt to save himself, he reluctantly permits the hyena man to take out his bloodlust on Mary. In the next scene, Eliana brings Eric to her bedroom, where she makes him undress. Eric asks if she's going to kill him like her earlier victim, to which she responds that she won't do so if she feels satisfied with him. She then cleans him up before engaging in an intimate activity with him. They're going to play Scrabble. Once done, she takes him up to Dr. Moreau and presents him as makeup for her earlier mistake. As they converse, Eric regards this place as a madhouse, but Dr. Moreau corrects him, addressing the place as the House of Pain. My mistake, Doctor. Eric demands to be released, but Dr. Moreau claims that he is also a prisoner and that he just does what he's told to do. Following this, Dr. Moreau prepares to examine Eric's body under the close supervision of Gallagher and Pee-wee. Eric, being a boxer, threatens to knock him down if he comes any closer, but the doctor responds that his corpse would make the manimals very angry. After a brief check, the doctor concludes Eric to be a healthy individual whom he had been looking for a long time. Now he is overjoyed overjoyed that the last phase of his creation will finally be complete. Here, it is revealed that Dr. Moreau has been working on the evolution of species, seeking the answer to how each species finds its biological identity. According to him, if man truly descended from animals, why shouldn't an animal be transformed into a man? That logic is dumb as shit, but you got me there, Doc. Turns out he's searching for an ultimate bodyguard because his manimals have great strength but lack brain capacity. Dr. Moreau reveals that he started his experiments in his laboratory in the South Seas, along with his assistant, Pock. Together, they created manimals, who were initially the best servants or hunters in the world. They could be trained for any craft or any purpose, but the more human they became, the more defiant they became. At first, they buckled under his discipline, but then they revolted, took him prisoner, and brought him here to Pock's old estate. Now, his only goal is to work until the manimals are transformed into complete human beings. Dr. Moreau also reveals that Eliana is his finest work of art, but she isn't yet a complete human. Perhaps her offspring will be the final link. Subsequently, Eric is knocked down and thrown back to the cage with Judith. Upon regaining consciousness, he confides everything in her, including the fact that the doctor is searching for the mating partners for his manimals. On the other hand, Pock is seen talking to his beloved daughter, Gorgana, a manimal whose human transformation process has been a complete failure. But despite her disfigurement, Pock pledges to do anything to achieve her humanity. Later on, he goes to Dr. Moreau and orders him to use every ounce of his brain to convert his daughter into a human being. The doctor says that he's currently focusing on the offspring that Eliana is going to produce, but Pock demands the full repayment of time he served for him in the past. He even resorts to physical torture, compelling the doctor to agree. Afterwards, Gallagher summons Judith for a private conversation. He then takes her to Gorgana's room, scaring the life out of her. The pigman then informs her that Dr. Moreau is soon going to use her beautiful body parts to convert Gorgana. This freaks out Judith, who then tries to convince him to let her go. Gallagher agrees, under a condition: she undress herself and show him her beautiful body. Desperate to leave, Judith reluctantly complies and strips down, but to her dismay, Gallagher simply laughs at her, meaning that he was just joking. Then Pee-wee grabs her from behind and takes her to a storeroom to prepare her for the surgery. Later on, Gallagher goes to Eliana's room and finds her lying on the bed, naked. He tries to talk to her, but she fends him off, saying she doesn't appreciate anyone breaching her privacy. This angers Gallagher, who then decides to vent his rage on Eric. The pigman brings him out of the cage and restrains him against a ladder. Before starting to torment him, he expresses his jealousy that manimals like Eliana prefer human beings over them. In the meantime, Eliana visits the cage to see Eric, but she gets annoyed when she is unable to find her mating partner. She then wanders around the facility until she hears him screaming in pain. Eliana instantly follows the sound and comes across Gallagher torturing her partner. In a fit of rage, she launches an attack on the pigman and kills him by pushing him against pointed steel, bacon on the grill. At the same time, Dr. Moreau instructs Pee-wee to bring Judith for the operation. Heeding to his instruction, the hyena man carries Judith, but on his way back to the operating room, he notices the dead body of Gallagher. Devastated and infuriated by his friend's death, he charges towards Eliana, ensuing a fierce brawl between the two manimals. Eric uses this opportunity to flee the scene, taking Judith along. They soon come across Dr. Moreau, who offers to show them the exit if they take him along. The duo is skeptical about this, but they have no other choice either. They then proceed to unlock his chains when suddenly Pock arrives and holds them at gunpoint. However, the clever doctor grabs an acid bottle and throws it on Gorgana, resulting in her death. This leaves Pock heartbroken, and while he grieves his daughter, the three of them flee. On the other hand, Pee-wee knocks down Eliana and carries his friend's body towards Pock. As the two mourn their losses, Eliana gets up and walks up to them. She becomes further enraged upon learning that Eric has fled the place. Now that they all have a common goal to stop the humans, they rush in pursuit. Outside, Dr. Moreau shows Eric and Judith the way towards the main highway, while he decides to stall the pursuers in order to earn them some time. But not long after they split, Dr. Moreau is apprehended by Pock, who holds him at gunpoint. He then hands him a poisonous injection and offers him two choices: administer it within himself, or else he will gun him down. Faced with inevitable demise, Dr. Moreau chooses the easy way out and administers the fatal dose. Simultaneously, the humans are caught by Pee-wee, and an intense fight ensues between him and Eric. They go back and forth for a while, but it is Eric who prevails in the end, as he manages to throw the manimal into a trap full of spikes. However, the threat isn't neutralized yet, as Eliana captures him from behind and takes him away. Regardless, she doesn't harm him because he is the only one who can gratify her.
You're too good at sex, human. I'll keep you.
Imagine being spared by a mutant because your dick is that strong. At this point, Eric comes up with an idea. He promises to stay with her forever if she lets Judith go without any harm. Eliana doesn't think twice before agreeing, and the two head in search of Judith. In the interim, Judith is caught by Pac, who restrains her on a stretcher and brings her back to the operating room. Now that Dr. Moreau is no more, he decides to carry out the transformation process by himself. But just as he is about to administer her with an unknown dose, Eric and Eliana show up and instantly kill him by slitting his throat. In an unexpected turn of events, Eric grabs Pac's shotgun and turns against Eliana. While holding her at gunpoint, he unties Judith, after which they flee the scene. They eventually make it to the exit gate, but Eliana attacks them one last time. This time though, Judith grabs the shotgun and shoots the manimal. Shh. Twerk on this. Finally, killing her. In the last scene, we see Eric having a drink at the strip club while gazing at a new strip dancer.
If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to share it with your loved ones so they can enjoy it too. Your support really means a lot to us. Kindly leave a like, drop a comment and join our growing family by staying connected with us. Yen.